after almost 2 years behind a hard border.
Proof of vaccination will be required for entry at nightclubs, the Crown Complex, the 4 major stadia being Optus Stadium, RAC Arena, HBF Stadium and HBF Park, and at events with 1,000 or more patrons.
Remembering, we do not have a mandatory vaccination policy in this country. We do not have that. We are not proposing to have that. That is not changing.
So if you're under 40, make every day count. Get vaccinated. This includes children aged 5 to 11. Today's announcement also presents a golden window of opportunity for parents of young primary school aged children.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's some pretty scary stories. I mean, just have to go north of Austria, which is obviously Germany. And there are 3 stories, I think, that tell a really good story. The first one was reported in Die Welt, which is the equivalent of The Guardian in Germany. And it's essentially about the ritual humiliation of children who are asked to go to the front of the class and state their vaccination status daily. Those who are vaccinated are applauded. Those who are not have to explain why they're not. So that's the one story I think that really kind of should raise an alarm bell for people who are for the mandate. The other one is the discussion of wristbands for people to go shopping, and those people who don't have the wristbands won't be able to go shopping across a multitude of stores. The third one, which I think is possibly more reminiscent of 1930s Germany, was an attack on coffee shops who were giving out coffees for free for people who were either vaxxed or unvaxxed, and that was in Berlin, and it was reported in the Tagesspiegel. And in fact, the campaign against that these various coffee shops was launched by the Tagesspiegel itself.
After February 5, when you're catching a train or a bus or a rideshare or a taxi, you'll be required to wear a mask. If you want to go to the stadium, you want to go to RAC Arena or each of the HBF parks, you'll need to be double dose vaccinated. If you want to come into Western Australia from interstate, or you want to fly interstate and come back, you need to be double dose vaccinated.
Remembering, we do not have a mandatory vaccination policy in this country. We do not have that. We are not proposing to have that. That is not changing.
We haven't had any health advice that we should do that, and what we're saying to people, as of January 10, when 5 to 11s become eligible, we'd encourage people to get their children vaccinated. The impact of the virus on children is actually far less than on older people, but as a safety measure, please get your children vaccinated. I mean, we are a very safe jurisdiction. Trying to encourage vaccination by every measure possible is the right thing to do. The virus will find the unvaccinated. That's what they all say. Internationally, interstate, where they've had COVID, it will find the unvaccinated. So you might live in the middle of the desert, but it can still find you.
Remembering, we do not have a mandatory vaccination policy in this country. We do not have that. We are not proposing to have that. That is not changing.
Brought to you by Freedom Media WA. Like, share and subscribe to my channel to see real people telling real stories.